My name is Professor White, and this is an orientation that you need to watch to take my class, Math 353, online this summer. Ticket number 60865. All right, your lifeline. Please make sure that you have this thing memorized, IVC.edu, so that I can kind of take you around and you can see what you need to do when you access this site. So this is IVC.edu, and there are a couple of places you need to know. The Blackboard, I'm wiggling right here. The email, and my site. You're going to get your grades from my site by clicking on it, entering your username and password. And you can look at your final grades once they're posted, and they're going to happen within a week or two after the class ends. Blackboard is where you're going to access Blackboard. And the email, this is where you're going to email me and receive emails. Some of you are going to go to email and you are going to transfer and all the emails that are coming into IVC to your personal email. You can do that. You can learn how to do that. And if you get stuck, please go to the library. There are some really nice people there who can help you how to do that. But I'm going to go to Blackboard. But before I do that, I want to show you a couple of things about this site. If you click on academics, and you go to Math, Computer Science, and Engineering, you're going to find me. Let's say you're on a beach and you forgot what's going on. You can actually find things. So in that school, you're going to click on Mathematics, which is the department, and you're taking the class from the department. You can go to Faculty here, and you can actually look, okay, what was my teacher's name? Oh, it's ErbasWhite. And look, my email address is there. My phone number is there. You can leave a message for me. I do not have summer office hours. However, this comes as an email message to me, and I can hear your message. So by all means, please leave a message. And this is my web page. Let me click on it so that you can see. Now, in the web page, I have the math videos, and your class videos are going to be under beginning algebra topics. If you click on it, you're going to see solving linear equations. And I'm just starting now, like 4 pages of that. And we're going to start with addition, property of equality, those kind of things. You can just click on it and you can watch the video. So when you're doing your class and you're doing addition, property of equality, by all means, come and watch the video here. Now, my schedule in the summer and any other time is going to be under the schedule. And if you click down here, summer schedule. So I actually have in-class class. This is an advantage for you. I am at Saddleback College on Monday, Wednesday mornings, early in the morning. So I don't expect you to come there. But starting at 12:30, I have this class offered in class. And I sometimes allow my students to come to that class if you're stuck. What I will do the first 2 weeks, I'll give you the schedule for this class and what that class does at what day, because they're using the same book. So let's say you're doing your class and you watch the videos and you're still clueless. And you can say, okay, well, section 2.3, I really don't get it. Let me go to that class, and you can email me. Are you giving a quiz or something that day, or are you doing something special? Can I come? And you can come. So it can be on a kind of an unofficial basis. All right? So that is that. And the other thing, and let's see. In the summer, not much is going on, but you may want to find out about the math lab. Okay? And for that one, you need to go to right here, Math Department of your faculty. Where is that? Let's go. Academics Club, Math Assessment Test, Math. Okay, where is that? Okay, let me go backwards here. So maybe it's in the school area. There's supposed to be a link to the math lab, and that's I cannot find it. They just took it out. But it's in B300 building, second floor. and they are going to be open in the summer, but you may want to go and check the hours so that you can get help. You can actually go there and you can get help from there, and you can ask. It's free, but you need to sign up for it because we need to keep track of your hours so that we get more money to offer that service. Okay, so I think I covered that area. Let me go back to my PowerPoint. So we talked about the Lifeline. So this is ivc.edu. My web page, I showed you the web page, but let's say you don't want to go through the back door and just go to IVC, to faculty and all this, and you want to just go directly, and this is the URL for it. Okay, now, the way you enter to Blackboard, let's say you signed up for IVC class, and you're going, what am I doing? And I just looked at IVC. What you need to do, you need to go to Blackboard, okay? And then kind of learn your way out in Blackboard. And you have to do all this before June 15, which is my in-person orientation day. So I have good news and bad news. I would like you to come at 6 o'clock to that orientation, and I will show you where that's going to be. And then do an orientation. It's kind of like watch this video and come, and then if you have any questions, you have any concerns for me to know and how things work, please come and talk to me. But you don't have to, okay? So if you complete the orientation steps, that includes submitting a contract online, taking an entry survey online, and fill out an orientation form online. If you do these 3 things and you email me, this is what I'm getting everything. I do understand everything. You don't have to come. The next time you come is going to be the midterm. Unfortunately, it's mandatory. I cannot give you a midterm online. I need to see you in person. So in that sense, this is not truly an online class. It is some kind of a hybrid class because I make you come to the class. It's not negotiable. So if you're out of state, out of the country, you're not going to be able to do this class. And you come back also in the final, and that's going to be end of about August, end of the semester, and you have to come. So you have to come 3 times total. That one of them I can waive. You don't have to come, the orientation, but that's the only one I can waive. All right? So let's go to the Blackboard, and I'll just show you a little bit around an overview. And let's go. You're going to have to go and enter your credentials. If this doesn't work, this link, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get in from the IVC site. For some reason, I am in here. Very nice. You're going to see, if you're registered for this class, what's going to happen, that it's going to be on the right-hand side or the middle portion, you're going to see your class. And it's going to be something like 60865. This is your online class. You're going to see this class in there. You click on it. All right. Now, please make sure you read the announcements. I usually send emails every 2-3 days, okay? So what I do, I create an announcement here, and then I tell the computer, please send them an email as well. So I keep track of whether or not I sent something. So you have to read this very, very carefully. How do you get help? Where do you sign up for the tutoring? If you get stuck in the Pearson thing, who do you call? And then these are the steps. I'm going to also put this video link right in here. Now I'm recording, so I don't have the link yet, but I will put it right here. So what do before June 15? Do you see here contract surveys and orientation form? So this is where you're going to go eventually. So, but let me tell you what this class is like. You're going to go and click to My Math Lab, okay? This is where you're going to sign up to take the class and access the materials. This is going to replace me, your book, everything. So you cannot just get access to the class with Blackboard alone. So you paid to IVC and you register for the class. That's not it. You have to buy your book and you have to do those things, right? So you are going to do that from where it says My Math Lab. My Math Lab, that's going to cost you money. So the My Math Lab, the online access alone is about $100. You can actually go to the bookstore and get standalone access. That's one way. It's about $100 or something. They'll give you a piece of paper with the code on it. You go to the computer and you sign up for My Math Lab. Because when you click on this link, it's going to say, do you want to buy it? What's your name? What's your username? Da, 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 da. So this is where you buy the access. But you can go pay the bookstore, get that piece of paper, come to your home, or access the class online, access Blackboard, and click on My Math Lab, and that's where you pay and you sign up for the class. It's not negotiable. So the other thing you can do, you can go there. You don't want to drive to the bookstore. There's no point. You want to buy your access code online. So you can click on My Math Lab and you can do that in there. Okay? So after you click in there, and I'll show you a little bit of an overview, it's going to take you someplace and it's going to say, do you want a temporary pass? I recommend that you don't do that. You can just look around with the temporary pass, but by June 15, I want you to commit to this class, and I want you to go and pay for it and start the work. If you're not committed, it's going to be very hard because the attitude is going to be, oh, I'll get it done. So think about this. This takes a lot of discipline, and this takes putting 3 to 5 hours a week doing your homework, probably 5 to 10 more like it because it's summer. And you cannot work like 60-hour weeks and then take this class and be successful. It's not going to be easy. And to top it all, if you have math anxiety, it's going to be even more, a lot harder. And you're doing it on your own. So I actually discourage you from taking an online class unless you absolutely have to do it and you have no other time. All right. So My Math Lab is going to allow you access. You're going to go. You can watch my YouTube videos. I showed you where those are. You can watch, the book also comes with a bunch of videos. You can watch more videos there. You're going to read your book there. It's going to be an ebook. It's going to give you access. That $100 includes your book. And the good news is, once you buy a year access, it's going to also go cover your 353 class, which is this one, and 253 class, which is the next one. You don't have to buy 2 books. So if you get a permanent pass and you actually, finish this class, you can actually stay online for the next class up. Now, if you say, okay, well, I got burned, I'm not going to do this online again, you can go to IVC schedule and look which class says computer homework required. What that means is that professor actually uses computer homework. That means you can actually access your book and materials and computer homework online. So you don't have to buy a new book and all that. But we also set standardized things. All teachers are using the same book. Let's say you don't want to do computer homework. You don't want to have anything to do with the computer. You still have access to Pearson, which is the system under My Math Lab. You can actually use your ebook. The other thing, some people may say, well, I'm having ebook, I'm going blind. This is too hard for me to read online. I want to buy a book. You know what? Under My Math Lab, you have an option. They say, okay, do you want a print book? On top of that, you can say, yeah, I really need to do that because I cannot see well. So you have that option as well. It's called purchase option. It's going to pop up in My Math Lab. All right. So what do you do in the Blackboard? We want to control access. That's why you can do stuff. You can actually, before you buy the access code with Pearson, My Math Lab, I'm using that interchangeably, you can do your contract survey and orientation form. You can complete this before June 15. If you do that, you don't have to come in. So when you click on it, it's going to have the contract. This is a binding contract, by the way. You understand what my terms and conditions are. By submitting this right here, you're agreeing to it. The second thing, orientation form. Understand what's in there. By submitting this, you're also agreeing to that. And then you're supposed to do the entry survey. This is for me to find out about you. If you have any concerns or any issues, please say it in here. You have a place like, what else do you want to tell me? Okay, I want to see your background when you took your class. What did you get? Are you afraid of math or you love math? All that stuff can go to entry form. All right? Now, the other thing that I have here that's not graded is worksheets. If I click on it, these are the worksheets I do in class. Okay, let's say you're going to take your midterm or the final. And these worksheets are per section in your book. So let me show you. Worksheet 1. I do this in class. So in other words, I like you to learn that material. So some of them have the key at the back and some of them don't. But what it is if you look at it, these are like problems that are on paper. Okay? You can print this out and practice. And that's a good thing. It's not going to be graded, by the way. So understand that. Okay? Does that make sense? So I'm going to close the worksheet. Let me go back to Blackboard. Okay, it doesn't like me. All right. So let's go back to my presentation so that I can actually show you. All right. So I showed you where the contract is, entry survey orientation form, and then I showed you how to get into my math lab. So you're all good. Now, and this one pretty much shows you. This is the inside Blackboard. If you kind of missed my presentation, you can actually come and look at this PowerPoint. Your announcements are here. You click on it. It's in the body of it, and the contract is right here where the red arrow is pointing. So you need to do that before June 15. All right, and here they are again, the contract and all that stuff, and it's just showing you where that is inside Blackboard. All right, now. The signing up with Pearson, that's another area. So actually when you click on it, you're going to see how this thing works. Okay, so let me close this thing. All right. Let me go in there. And where am I? 60865. All right. Signing up with Pearson. This is going to take you through the steps that what you need to do after you click that My Math Lab link. Okay? So I'm just clicking on it. And there's a presentation in there about how you sign up with Pearson. Okay? So let's open that. Okay. Here it is. Now it just tells you go to Blackboard. It tells you click on your class. And it tells you click on My Math Lab. So I already showed you how to do that. Once you click on that My Math Lab, it should take you to an area. It's going to be pretty fast. My Math Lab browser check, because your computer may not have all the stuff that you need. Let the computer check your browser. I recommend you don't use the Explorer. You use the other two, you know, Mozilla and stuff. It works a little better. If one browser doesn't work, use another one. And as you know, this class takes some technical knowledge so that you know how browsers work, how to save files, and those kind of things. So do the browser check and install Adobe or Media Player and things like this, and it will tell you what to do. Okay? The next thing, this is where you're going to access your thing. At this point, it should pause and it should say, what are you going to do? Okay? Right here, it's going to say, okay, here's a temporary ID for you to access it for free. I recommend you don't do that, but you can look around and then give yourself a day or two. But I just warned you about it. But you need to have a permanent ID by June 15. Just you can look around until then, but then after that you have to get a permanent ID and commit. So the next thing it's going to say, okay, well, enter username and all that. So I recommend that you use the first part of your IBC or Salback email. Let's say your name is John Doe, JDoe1 or JDoe2 or something. Use that for your email. If it's taken, then likelihood that it's going to be taken. And put a 99 at the end so that I know what you're doing. Okay? Or if 99 is taken, put 98, 97. Or just put some 2-digit numbers at the end so that, you know, at least I know who you are, but you are, you know, you got that number. All right. Now, password. Enter it, but remember it. I'm not going to be able to dig that out for you. And it takes a while for a Pearson to dig it out for you if you lose it and whatever. So just put it in a safe place. You can only use credit card or debit card to buy it online. If you don't have a credit or debit card, you need to go to the bookstore, buy that access code, and then come and then enter that. Are you with me? Okay. For email, please don't put in there. It's going to ask, what email do you want to use? You're going to put your IVC or Salvac misspelled email address. Okay. We paid. What else do I have? All right. After you pay and I want to purchase, this is where it says you're going to buy the free access. I recommend you don't do it. Now, do you see this? Use an access code. This is when you buy it from IVC bookstore and you come, and this is where you're going to enter your, that you bought an access code. If you bought it online, you're going to have to click on the other link. And I think it's like $95 or so when you click on the other link. That one, I think $95.20 or something, okay? All right, but that goes for 2 semesters, remember that. All right, and it's going to take you here, if you click on the credit card option, and it's going to say, okay, are you ready to pay, and that kind of stuff. And then you're done, all right? So let me close this. Okay, I'm back to my regular presentation. Okay, where were we? Yeah, this one says $95.70. Okay, right now it's $95.70 to buy it online. We talked about bookstore access. We talked about the credit card thing. And we talked about not using the temporary ID. Now let's go to Inside Pearson, and I'll just show you a little bit of something in there. All right. You entered the password and all this. Oh, okay. Now you get stuck with something. Guess what? You're going to go and you can click on this and then you can call or whatever. I am not your tech person. Okay, I will take care of your math issues, but the tech issues 24/7, it's going to be from here. So you can just put that in your phone so you can call them or whatever you need to do. Once you get in, you paid and you say, do you want to start work? Yeah, say, yes, I want to start work. And you go in here. Now, you do your homework, take your quizzes and tests, and access your book all in here. Let's say you're going to learn 1-1, okay? And it says linear equations. What should you do? You should go to YouTube and watch my video first. That's your first step. Then come to chapter contents and then read your book, okay? And then you're ready to do the homework. Don't go to homework before you read or you watch anything, okay? Now, this is an ebook. It's going to give you access. The next thing is, it will give you this right here inside my math lab. You know what? Do you want a book? I mean, maybe you don't like reading it online. Here's a purchase option. So you can actually buy a book, physical book, and they will send it to you via mail. Okay? You can also buy a physical book from Amazon. You can also buy a physical book from IVC bookstore. So, or you can buy a physical book from Pearson directly, and they will just mail you the book. The other thing that you need to know, the orientation dates. This is it, right? So June 15 at 6 o'clock, BISTIC 118. Okay? This can be waived if you did those 3 steps that I told you about in Blackboard. Mandatory midterm, July 10th. Put that in your calendar, 6 to 8, BISTIC 108 again. All right? It's on a Friday. It's almost always Fridays. Okay? Final exam, again, on a Friday. All right. Now, I want to show you a little bit how you access. So this is like signing up and everything. So let me show you how you do things. You're on a random computer, and you're going to go in. So what do? You just go to Blackboard. You click on your class. Okay. And your class is here. You're ready to work. You're going to go to My Math Lab. Here you are. Now you're ready to work. Just go to eText Course Home. This is where you're still in Blackboard until you do this. Now it's going to take you to Pearson. Okay? Now, Blackboard is waiting for the Pearson site to respond. Yes, this class is linked to your Blackboard account. Okay, now, what you're going to see, you're going to do, don't do the homework first. You're going to do your, let's say, you do your video. What did I say? Don't do your homework first. You watch your video and you read your book. And your book is right here. You can also watch some videos here. If you go to Multimedia Library, let's say I'm doing Chapter 1. Okay? And media type. It looks like there is a PowerPoint in there. There's section video lectures. Fine now. Let's say I'm doing 1-1. And your syllabus is going to say, okay, what you need to do. So if you click on it, it's loading. You're going to have a video. Okay? And you're going to play and all that stuff, introduction to algebra. And that's what section 1-1 is about. You watch that. Then you can go and watch my YouTube video. Okay, I'll just tell you where that is. Let's say you don't like this. And then this was talking about introduction to like linear equations or something. And just go to YouTube. You can also watch, so there's a second video. So what you need to do, go to YouTube and type my name. My name is Ilkner ErbasWhite. And now let's find me. Okay. This one with the dogs is my channel. Click on it. Then go to playlists. And you're looking for beginning algebra. So, beginning algebra. Where am I? Here it is. Beginning algebra topics. Here we go. Solving linear equations. That's where it starts. Let's say you're in that area. You click on it. And here you are. You're actually watching me with the different hairstyle and all that. And you can watch this. You can stop it. And I'm pretty much doing the problems and all that stuff. So please watch this. So you can watch the regular video, okay, from your book, from here, or you can watch my video, or both. Now you're going to go and you're going to, you know what, multimedia textbook. So let's take this out. You're doing 1-1, right? Still? Fine now. And it's a section 1-1. What is it going to do? It's going to open your book. And hopefully that's going to open nicely. If this stays like this forever, that means your Adobe plugin is not working. And it looks like it may not be working. It's working. I don't know. So you have to kind of watch it. The IVC computers are a little bit sometimes slow. Hopefully you're going to have better luck. So, so it's opening the eText in Explorer. Sometimes this is not the best browser. So you're going to hear, you're going to see, I don't have a whole lot of, time to wait for this internet connection to work. But that's what's going to, it's loading up. Eventually it's loading up. So this is going to bring up your book. And so if you like reading the book online, this is the thing to do. Or you can just open your book and you read your 1.1. So it is still thinking something. So hopefully I'm going to have enough patience to do this. All right. So it's still thinking. All right. Let me go back here. Purchase options like I told you. Let me tell you, you know, the homework is actually very interesting. When you come here, say continue. And you have the deadlines. For example, homework 1 is due 6:21 midnight. So you click on it. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's start with 1. Some of the homework questions are multiple choice. Some of them are fill-in and all that. Depends on the section and what you're doing. It's going to load up and it's going to open up. If any of this stuff is not working for you, make sure you call the tech support. Right now, it's just slow. So, for example, you hello, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Then you want to see an example, do this. You want to see an animation, do this. This is your last resort. Ask my instructor. Do not just read something and each time ask me. Try to teach yourself, and if you're really, really stuck, use this thing. You can also print this and kind of look at it for 10 hours if you need to. But help me solve this. Do not overuse it because it's going to help you too much and it's going to work against you. This is where you do the homework. When you're done with this homework, it's going to put check marks on everything. Okay? The ones with the little film thing, that means that example is worked on a video. You can watch it. Okay? So, I showed you the multimedia library, homework, and let's go to the quizzes. Okay, now you have a couple of things. The quiz number 1, you're going to do this. It's only one take if you look in here. Okay? One take. I'm going to have to change this 0 to infinity. So, you click on it, you're committed, you take it, please do not ask me. Or you forget to take it. Please do not ask me to give you next time. There's no missed quizzes for any reason. I'm not going to reset it for you. So make sure that you are at a reliable computer. There's no time limit, and make sure you do your quiz right. Okay. The other thing that I want you to do, I want you to keep in touch with me on a regular basis. Okay? So these are the email quizzes. This means you're going to email me from your IBC email and say something like, put it in the subject area, Math 353 online, and then say something like, you know what, I did homework 1, I really struggled, can I come to your class? Or I did homework 1 and it was really easy, you know, I'm doing really well. Whatever that you need to tell me, you tell me in your email. Then you come here, you click on this email link. You forget this, so your email doesn't count, okay? So when you are ready to start, you're going to go and you're going to say, okay, well, is it true that you emailed your teacher and give her your report? You're going to have to say, yes, it's true. Is it true you emailed your instructor your progress? Yeah, I did, okay? And then go there, so you did it. Does that make sense? And then you just got your thing done, and so you will get a point for just doing that. Okay, we're now using the discussion board and survey. So I think I covered everything. So by all means, I just showed you where things are. Please come and see me in my regular class. I don't have office hours if you need any help. Very likely that I will do a midterm and final review in person on an evening of some sort. And I'm going to let you know. It depends how the class does. And welcome to my class. It's going to be a fun time.